Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday Night Football. We're live from the Gabba. We've been looking forward to this contest between Brisbane and the Dogs. The footy is finally back. After a long hot summer, it's time for these sides to show us what they've been working on. The skipper leads his team out onto the field. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I'm going with the Dogs. They're underdogs today, but their pre-season form was encouraging. I like them in a close one here.
Receive it right, Harf. Thank you. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. What I love about this time of year is that everyone starts on equal footing and everyone dreams big. Some bigger than others, of course. All is in readiness and the umpire will get us underway. Bort wins the first ruck contest. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Thought his way through it. McCluggage. Andrews. He's run into trouble. They've bottled it up.
Thank you. 2 rucks, please.
Bort got his palm to it. He's been accosted.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
The two big men do battle. Kennedy, can he find a teammate? Wilmot making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Gardner. McCluggage takes a beauty. By hand. Fletcher throws it on the boot. Bort couldn't hold it under pressure. Rayner. Cameron. He might have thought about hand passing. Darcy, desperate to win it back. Farms it out. Richards. You asked for it. You got it. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Bort with a deft tap. Dunkley, big tackle laid. We've got another stoppage. English showing his skills. Closed him down.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
Bort slaps it out. Dunkley, Neal, was that a throw? His field kicking is normally first rate. Zorko is there to save the day. He's got an option in the centre square. Ashcroft working hard and presenting well. Zorko, West, fumbles, could be costly. That's skillful. Andrews at close quarters. He's hit up the lead. Looking for some quick ball movement. Good work rate. They're a big chance here. It's eluded him. Bontempelli is calm in a crisis. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Bort wins it. Ashcroft, you can't question his commitment. Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Buderick heads wide with the kick in. Jacques in the clear. Quality delivery by foot. West, that's good work rate. And they're away. Davidson was afforded latitude. He's gone. He's been busy so far. Karmas doing what he does best. Does well under pressure. Ashcroft got a fist in. Sanders, was that a legal disposal? Bailey out of the congestion. Andrews, he's set upon. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. Good ruck work. Dunkley, McCluggage, met solidly. Gets his kick despite the heat. Taken to ground. When one tackle just won't do. No fluency for either side yet. Bort with the tap. Dunkley, they'll need to limit his influence. Neal, McCluggage. Berry, it's no place for the faint-hearted.
Both sides are just feeling each other out early.
You'll have to earn your kicks today. English looking for territory. Richards through tackle and rightly a free kick. Neat little worm burner. They've opened them up here. They could be in front in a minute. Davidson has got off the chain. Bontempelli stripped of it. They can take the lead and it's okay off the boot. But okay isn't enough. It's a poster.
They did well to construct that shot at goal, but the inability to convert really let them down.
Wilmot with the footy. Fletcher all on his own. Finds himself in space. Wilmot can keep it moving. Tidy ball. The Lions are out of trouble. What's he got on offer? The kick is precise. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. McCluggage makes position. They've picked their way through. Neil fumbled it like a cake of soap. Cameron makes good contact. Fletcher. They're moving the footy quickly. Lobb wins it back. Great mark. Probing ball. Baker doesn't often waste it. McCluggage went bang. It's a tough game. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Fort gets his hand to it. Ashcroft, Richards runs onto it. He's made a hot start to this match. Intercepted and they can launch from half-back. Normally delivers. Wilmot had his name written all over it. Searching kick. Richards takes an excellent grab. Norton. Gardner picks off the pass. The Dogs forcing them out wide. That's well played. Cameron on centre wing is marked. Andrews. How will the umpire see this? Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Norton swoops. You can't afford to do that too often. Clever kick. Not sure what the idea was there. That's good vision. Berry saves the day. A chance to clear now. It's amounted to nothing. That should be picked off. Desperate defence. Not the required 15 metres. Honours the lead.
The Dogs with a late chance.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
I feel better now they're in front and getting some reward on the scoreboard.
The Dogs were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early going. Bontempelli, Richards, he's wrapped up. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. English with a deft tap. Slick hands. Berry, he's under close attention. Allen, the team physios will be working overtime. They're tackling with great intent. An absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close. Time to check in with Gary.
There's not a lot to separate the teams, either on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet. Disposals, clearances and inside 50s are all fairly even. If the match continues like this, it'll be engrossing, but I can't help but feel that someone will break it open at some point. I'm just not sure who.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Fort wins it down. Ashcroft leading from the front. Look at him go. Berry. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Fletcher. Ashcroft marks it centre half forward. Good disciplined defence. The kick was under pressure, so the umpire shows some leniency.
We haven't seen many goals here, but what we have seen is two very disciplined, hard-working sides refusing to give an inch.
Ashcroft. He kicks the goal.
We all know how good a midfielder he is, but it must be tempting for his coach to let him spend more time forward.
Both teams on the board now. The big men fly. Neil, English, gets to it first. He wouldn't take no for an answer. They've put themselves under pressure. Punched away. Rayner, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. Bailey demanded the footy and got it.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
He's very comfortable with these, and that's why.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Lions have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. The big men fly. Richards turned over. Berry fought. Dunkley. This deserves a goal. Jacques tries to spike it out of the danger zone. The tackle couldn't stop the shot, but it's hit the post.
You certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Dale brings it back in. Jacques. Can he find a teammate? Bontempelli with a chance to run. Dale presents in space. That's a useful ball. He's stopped in his tracks. The umpire will have it. English got his palm to it. Bontempelli, Kennedy, McCluggage gets in the way. Dunkley. Rayner uses the body well.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Buderick tasked with the kick in. Jacques pushes into space and receives the footy. Selwood works hard to present. Lob. Picking their way through. Sanders on a lead. Can he impose himself on the match? This is good ball movement. Jones under pressure. Selwood. Ashcroft gathers. Takes the advantage. Bramble heads them off at the pass. Goes long. Gardner is proving hard to pass. Coleman. That is very charitable. The defence is disorganised. Baker has it within range. Liberatore. Dangerous to leave on his own.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Gotta be a goal. Oh, it's a dreadful miss.
The equivalent of dropping a dolly of a catch in cricket. No good.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Quality delivery by foot. Conservative kick. Berry with a chance to relieve the pressure. Can he hit a target? Andrews has found some space. He might have thought about the corridor. Richards clears the area. West. They cannot keep him quiet. Sanders. That's good work rate. Great play. Davidson. No one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The margin's back to just a point. Draper has had his measure today. Ashcroft, can he get it out? Dunkley. That's commitment to the cause. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Croft with a deft tap. Kennedy. Neil leads his opponent. Penetrating ball. Karmas. We've seen that before. Morris. McCarthy. Berry. Dunkley. Onto it in a flash. Throws it on the boot. He's been accosted. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Draper has got on top. Neil. Dunkley. Cops some unwanted attention. McCarthy navigated the traffic. Couldn't get a disposal. Baker runs onto it. Snaps it goal, but it's off target.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Buderick heads wide with the kick in. The kick was centimetre perfect. Good work rate. The Dogs should be able to clear now. Thought his way through it. Lester delivers to centre half forward. Allen all alone in the centre square. Draper. That is going very close. It's a goal.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Lions have pushed the margin out to beyond a goal. Croft gets his hand to it. Richards closed him down. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Draper wins it. Dunkley doesn't often waste it. Who's front and centre? Berry. He'll be annoyed by that. Kennedy. Liberatore. Richards. Croft. The Dogs should score here. Andrews showing why he's such a good defender. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. No one can mark. Sanders gets his kick despite the heat. That's a missed opportunity.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
They've had the better of the contest to this point. Absorbs the pressure. Chips to half back. Which way will it bounce? He won't be happy with that one. Bouncing ball. They have absolutely spifflicated him. No way through there, and they'll reset. Croft punches it out of the ruck. Kennedy feeling the heat. The umpire says he had no prior. Draper with the tap. Neal, Ashcroft. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? We've got another stoppage. Draper looking for territory. Dunkley, Neal relishing the contest. And that is the end of what's been a terrific first half with some memorable highlights. Let's hope the second half is just as good. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
There's obviously not a great deal on the highlights reel, but the tackling from both sides has really stood out. Everyone out there understands the importance of exerting great pressure. The more you do that, the more chance there is that your opposition will crack. Keeping it up for 4 quarters is the key.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again. Draper, he's worth his weight in gold. Dunkley, he's caught. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Croft gets his hand to it. Kennedy, a model of consistency. Turns it over in the middle. Honours the lead. I've liked his game today. Karmas is racking up spoils. He's lost it. Lohman, that's not going to be a goal. He's missed.
The Dogs could have been further behind here, and they soon will be if they can't find ways to keep the ball.
Dale brings it back in. Lobb can keep it moving. Baker couldn't mark. Liberatore is cool under pressure. Good thinking and good execution too. Searching kick. Ashcroft takes an excellent grab. Conservative ball movement, just biding their time. Neal in the clear. Who's at home? Lohman drops into the hole and marks. The defence has fallen down. Jacques making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. West, Kennedy, clever kick. Lobb working hard and being rewarded. Ignoring the corridor for now. McCluggage, he's besieged. Stoppage coming up on the wing.
Clear out, thank you.
Draper, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Dunkley, under pressure. Berry, Neal. Allen is the man on the spot and he's marked. Towards full forward. Lobb went bang. Lohman, it's a goal.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Fort continues to have his way. Ashcroft. Darcy accepted the invitation. Richards. Is he going for goal? Leicester read it like good defenders do. They're playing with purpose and poise. Berry. Tidy ball. Bailey has charged into space. Normally delivers. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. O'Donnell. Can he be the fire starter? Second effort needed. Just shoveled it out. That's a dreadful hand pass. West. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. Neat little worm burner. Berry makes position. They're moving the footy well here. The Lions are playing like winners. O'Donnell wins it back. Great mark. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Some of the delivery has left a bit to be desired. Taking time to assess the options. Bailey, Gardner, had some assistance. Berry, he just keeps racking up disposals. Leicester only knows one way. The Lions are bringing great energy. He's carried it over the line. Leicester affects the turnover.
The Dogs are getting hammered in the clearances. They have to find a way to at least break even.
Croft, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Bontempelli, Kennedy, Baker, they've worked it well. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
Going at his second.
Good looking kick. That'll do. It's a goal.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. Fort is giving him a bath. Ashcroft, Neil, good tackle. He's everywhere at the moment. Coleman gets the kick away. Buderick got a fist in. Bailey out of the congestion. Berry, can he hit a target? Darcy, Greg Williams would have been proud of that one. West, Gardner cuts it off. What a hand pass. Leicester with time. O'Donnell gets to it first. Kennedy. Gardner doing what he does best. Sanders. Darcy lays it off. Jones. It's not been his day, that's for sure. Wilmot saves the day. Tries a safe ball. McCluggage. It sits and he's in business. Uses the non-preferred. Lohman. Can he impose himself on the match? The kick is precise. Kicks inside the forward 50. Jacques tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Dale. Bontempelli takes a beauty. His field kicking is normally first rate. He's hit up the lead. Good handball. Davidson. Sanders in the right spot. Stripped of it. Probing ball. Lohman in the centre square. Ashcroft. Karmas with the big fist. You can't question his commitment. Time to turn on the Jets. Coleman throws it on the boot. O'Donnell, where would they be without him? Good kick. Bontempelli pushes into space and receives the footy. Baker in the clear on centre wing. The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. They've got them on the overlap. McCarthy can just about finish it himself. He's had little impact so far. Draper works hard to present. Can he finish it off?
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
He should not miss from there. Oh, he slammed it into the woodwork, and that is a bad miss indeed.
Well, it can be demoralising to see these opportunities go begging, but it's just got to keep working hard to create them.
3 quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
The Lions will be nervous because this game is still in the balance and it really shouldn't be. With the opportunities they've given their forwards, the return on the scoreboard has been disappointing and it could end up costing them the game. They are clearly the better team, but that in itself means nothing. They'll feel a lot better if they can nab the first of the last 2.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Fort has been dominant in the ruck. Has to be clean. Dunkley charges onto it. Lob spoils. Bailey caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. He's generally a good kick. Croft. Baker taken to ground. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Big clearance to win here. He'll be sore in the morning. We've got another stoppage. Fort, just for something different. Dunkley. Allen fumbled it like a cake of soap. The Dogs under great pressure. He didn't want it to spill out there.
The Lions have had considerably more ball. In fact, you could argue they should be further in front.
Ashcroft. Fort. Boot. Ball. Goal!
On the board with his first. That'll boost his confidence.
The Lions are keeping them at arm's length. Croft showing his skills. Bramble on the same page as his ruck. McCluggage. Fort in the centre square. Revel. Berry pokes it into the pocket. Jack wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Fraser on a lead. That's skillful. Quality delivery by Foote. Couldn't get a disposal. Andrews runs onto it. Allen working hard and presenting well. What's he got on offer? There goes the kick inside the 50. Bramble getting back to help the defenders. He hasn't been himself today. Manages to find a teammate. They've opened them up here. Takes the logical option. Croft kicking for his first. Fletcher ensures there's no second chance. That's a useful ball. Dunkley all on his own. The Lions are playing some great footy. The kick was centimetre perfect. That is suboptimal to say the least. He's having a dirty day. Bontempelli is in a better position.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
He completes the formalities.
He managed to find some space, and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
The Lions by 10. The big men fly. Bontempelli, Kennedy under the gun. Ashcroft, McCluggage, he's run into trouble. Fraser, desperate to win it back. Jones, that's good work rate. English has found some space. The defence is disorganised. This ought to end in a goal. The Dogs have been gallant. Alarm bells are ringing. In he goes.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Two in a row.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The Lions haven't put this to bed yet. Fort has rucked tirelessly. Neal. Cameron might be just outside his range. Searching kick. Draper strolls in and kicks the easiest of goals.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
Two goals each for the quarter. English with a deft tap. Fraser. Dunkley takes the hand pass. Fort goes long. Draper has a vice-like grip.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
For a 3-goal game, it's there. They've pinched a break.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
The Dogs are up against it now. Fort with the tap. Neil, Dunkley. A quick getaway wasn't possible. You asked for it, you got it. They're tackling with great intent. English, a rare win. That was almost handed to him. Closed him down. We'll have another ball up.
I'd love to see these sides throw the game open and create some goals.
English, the winner there. Bontempelli, Fraser. Is anyone home? Fletcher continues to be a thorn in their side. Neil can keep it moving. Doesn't often waste it. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Conservative kick. Lob makes position. Lowers the eyes. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Well played. Fraser, they need a spark. Darcy, great body work.
He'll expect to convert this.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
You can't afford to miss gettable shots against a good side when you're already behind.
No time like the present. Coleman with a chance to relieve the pressure. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Waiting for someone to come at him. Can't take it. Cameron. Dale gets there first. That's not going to be a goal. Fletcher gets back and should repel. You can see their confidence growing. Andrews, he doesn't waste many. Fort, out of the congestion. Cameron, tidy ball. Unable to get it inside 50. Clever kick. Williams, working hard and being rewarded. It must be his birthday. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Lob, read that one like a book. That's good vision. Decides to go. Jones has got loose. West, Davidson, under pressure. Bontempelli almost threw it out. O'Donnell with the intercept mark. Careful with the kick. Darcy. The Lions have started the season with a win, overcoming a tough challenge from a dogged opponent. Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Half?
The Lions were just that bit better for most of the match and always looked more likely to get the points. They made some bad errors today though, so they'll focus on trying to be cleaner with the ball next week. Another team might have punished them more.
Okay then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Half. We enjoyed bringing this match to you and hope you enjoyed it too. We'll catch you again soon.